Hello, magical people. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to my YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Very excited to be here with you all today to talk about Virgo season 2024 and Virgo season horoscopes for each of the 12 signs. I'm going to be doing a collective astrology reading on what this Virgo season is going to be about for all of us, as well as do mini readings for each of the 12 signs. And of course, Virgo season is end of August to beginning and middle September. For those of you who may not know when the heck Virgo season is. So before we get into the astrology, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I really appreciate everybody's support that comments on the videos, that likes and shares the videos. On my recent analytics for the YouTube, I saw how many shares there were last month, and I was really, really shocked. There was like hundreds of shares. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing my content and helping my channel to grow. I really, really appreciate it. And if you really, really enjoy this content, I do have super chats that are open on the YouTube and Rumble channel, and a PayPal tip jar if you'd like to buy me a coffee, send me a little tip. I really appreciate it to keep going my independent channel. And I also want to mention as well that my husband Jens and I are going to be hosting this Soul Family Retreat weekend in Canada. We are so, so excited. It's going to be at the Bliss Haven Retreat Center in the Niagara region of Ontario, Canada, from Friday, September 27th to Monday, September 30th. We've already got a bunch of people signed up, and we have spaces available still. So if you'd like to join us and our like-minded soul family for an autumn equinox and eclipse season long weekend, once in a lifetime experience, go to my website, megmoonbeam.com. The link is also in the description box of this video. And you've got the whole retreat overview, all the information, so you can go check that out there. We are so, so excited, and it's just over a month away. So you guys can go check that out on my website. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me live. And if you're watching the replay, hello. Jenny Hollingsworth says, love that color on you, Meg. Well, thank you very much, Jenny. I do like this color as well. And I recently just bought this shirt at in the countryside where Jens's house is in Belgium. There was this recent like retro festival, vintage festival. And this shirt, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, "Oh my God, I'm so retro." And it's these two girls like gossiping. So you guys, if you watch my content, you know I love the retro and the vintage stuff. So thank you, Jenny, so much for the compliment. So yeah, in today's show, I'm going to talk about collective reading for Virgo season, and we're going to do reading predictions for each of the 12 sun, moon, and rising signs. So I'm actually really, really happy that we have now entered Virgo season, because I feel like we need this Virgo energy right now. I think it's going to be very, very supportive for us. You know, we're just coming out of Sun in Leo season, which is the sun's rulership. The sun loves to be in Leo. It's its home sign, or home ruling sign, rather. Sorry, Mercury retrograde, you guys. So I'm going to try my best to speak clearly over here. Been having like major technical issues, so I hope you guys are not experiencing that. But yeah, Paulina S says the retrograde city is tough. Yeah, this one has been freaking pain in the butt, to be honest with you guys. But anyways, not a typical Leo season, because we've been going through that retrograde city, 5 heavenly bodies retrograde at the same time. We've been going through some really intense aspects as well. So not the most fun, not the most joyous, not the most celebratory Leo season. Happy belated birthday to all the Leos. But now we're stepping into Virgo season, and the sign of Virgo is an earth sign, and it's a mutable earth sign. So it's the element of earth, and it's the modality of mutable. And the modality of mutable signs is all about, it's those times of the seasons, right, where we are shifting from one season to the next. So it's about embracing change, adaptability. And what I really love for us right now at this time about Virgo is the sign of Virgo rules the details of life. And it does rule criticism. Okay. And can you guys see this big ass fly that's flying around me? And this fly has been with me while I've been working today. And I did my daily astro show earlier, and this fly was also flying around when I was talking about Virgo. Mercury retrograde. But what I said about the fly earlier when I was talking about Virgo on my other shows, the fly has like tons of eyes and it notices everything. And Virgos are like that too. If you're a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, shout out to you guys and happy birthday and solar returns to all the Virgos out there. Virgos notice everything, okay? Which can sometimes be a little bit annoying, but that's actually part of their medicine. That's part of their gift to us. Is Virgo rules cleanliness, purity. And if a Virgo is ever trying to, tell you that you've got a stain on your shirt or there's something that you need to fix, it's actually what I've learned from Virgo is that's one of their love languages. That's them trying to keep our energy clean and pure. And it can be quite triggering for some of us, but that's actually beautiful medicine that you Virgos have. So keep doing that. So during a Virgo season, we can feel more grounded than when we were in Leo season, and we're noticing the details more, which I love for our whole collective because we're in these times with Neptune retrograde in Pisces, 29 degrees. And we are literally, and I know I say this all the time, we're watching a movie, okay? And there's a lot of mind control and brainwashing and BS out there of things that are not even real, okay? And this Virgo season, with some very powerful transits, I'm going to share it with you guys in a moment, is all about seeing through the BS, seeing through the mind control in the collective and also in our personal lives, and really stepping into clarity and also stepping into how can we be of service to others and also to ourselves. So Virgo is all about being of service, paying attention to the details. It can be very critical, but there's positives to that. And it's about our health and our wellness and cleanliness and purification. And Virgo is also about gratitude, okay? Because if we think of the seasonal shifts, Virgo is that time in the Northern Hemisphere where we are now stepping into the harvest and we are being grateful for all that we have received, all that has sprouted, all that has grown since we've planted our intentions in the spring, right? Jenny says, critical thinking, finally. Yes. And your comment, Jenny, just reminded me in my Mercury retrograde brain to also say what I'm very excited as well with this Virgo season is I think it's going to help wake a lot of people up during these times that have maybe not so much been in that critical thinking. Okay, so I'm very, very excited about that. So let's talk about some of these Virgo season 2024 key dates that we've got coming up. Of course, today, as I'm filming this show, is August 22nd, and the sun has entered Virgo. So the sun is 0 degrees Virgo right now. Yay. And on August 28th, Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, so the dispositor of this Virgo season, goes direct in Leo. Woohoo! So we've just got 6 more days left of Mercury retrograde. And then on the 28th, Mercury goes direct. August 29th, Venus enters Libra. That's really nice because Venus rules the sign of Libra and is at home in Libra. So that's very good for the Tauruses and the Librans, but for all of us, for our relationships, for our love life, for our commitments and values. And on the same day, August 29th, Venus in trine to Pluto. Very powerful aspect. Now, September 1st is a day that I would like all y'all to maybe mark your calendars, okay, if that resonates with you, to be aware of. This is going to be a crazy ass energy day where Pluto retrograde, Pluto is already retrograde, will enter the sign of Capricorn from September 1st to November 18th for the last time in our lives. This is going to be really intense because on the same day, Uranus goes retrograde. So Pluto re-enters Capricorn and Uranus goes retrograde on the same day. That's a pretty funky energy. That's going to be strange, to say the least. So be mindful of September 1st. Then on September 2nd, we have a new moon in Virgo. Okay. September 4th, Mars enters Cancer, and Mars is at his fall position in Cancer. So this is a challenging aspect. I personally have Mars in Cancer in my personal birth chart, and there's some big positives that can come with if you're a Mars in Cancer. It's very intuitive, empathic, you can have healing and spiritual abilities, but Mars is the sign of masculinity, Cancer is a sign of femininity. So Mars in Cancer can bring issues with our boundaries, issues with our assertiveness, and also our energy levels. So being mindful that from September to November, this Mars in Cancer, a lot of us, especially if you're Mars ruled, if you're an Aries or a Scorpio, or you've got strong Mars influence, but for all of us actually, can be feeling more tired than usual, can be feeling lethargic, unmotivated, just challenge in doing our day-to-day assertiveness. September 8th, Mercury enters Virgo, which is really good. That is one of Virgo's home signs. So we're going to have Venus in her home sign, Mercury in his home sign by September 8th. And on September 14th, something positive. Yay! There are positive things still happening in the world. Venus trine Jupiter, the two benefics in positive aspects. So that is a very nice energy. And I do like that September 17th, which is the full moon lunar eclipse, 25 degrees Pisces. Everybody buckle up because we're going to enter eclipse season soon. I do like that that eclipse does have a Venus trine Jupiter. That does lighten it up a bit, but that is going to be very intense eclipse that I will talk about in upcoming content for sure. And then September 22nd, Sun enters the sign of Libra, and we are out of Virgo season. Want to talk about some points that I'm noticing from this Virgo season, which I think are important to bring up as we enter this magical time in the Western astrological calendar. So as I said already, Virgo season is August 22nd to September 21st, 2024 this year. And happy birthday / solar returns to all our magical Virgos out there. Virgo season invites us to step into being of service to others, taking care of our health, cleansing, detox, creating new positive daily routines, cleaning and purifying our office and daily spaces as well. Virgo rules cleansing, purification, and day-to-day work and our office spaces as well. What's interesting is the asteroid Vesta, who is closely related to the sign of Virgo, will be in Virgo starting on August 24th for most of the Virgo season. With the Sun and Vesta in Virgo together, we can be feeling the Virgo influence very strong, and it is in alignment to focus on those Virgo-ruled areas. So many astrologers associate Vesta with Virgo, and this is actually strengthening the Virgo season influence even more. Having not just the Sun in Virgo, but asteroid Vesta, who's the most associated with Virgo asteroid, also in that sign. The dispositor of Virgo season is Mercury. So that's the ruler of the sign of Virgo, Mercury, will be retrograde until August 28th. So from August 20th to 28th, it can feel more challenging to step into being of service, taking care of practical things in life, planning, and cleansing and detox, but will be easier for us as we leave the retrograde period starting on August 28th. The new moon in Virgo on September 2nd is a great time to set new intentions and practice in our daily routines for health, wellness, and day-to-day work. So I really like that new moon for, as I just said, setting new intentions around health, wellness, and day-to-day work. I think it can be really good for that. And that's something that Virgo teaches us. Our routines bring us grounding. Our routines bring us purification and keep our physical, emotional, and physical energy bodies clean and positive. The full moon lunar eclipse on September 18th is highlighting everyone's health, physically and spiritually, for the whole next 6-month period. This eclipse, with Saturn and Neptune starting their strong conjunction, is bringing a health crisis, okay, which I think we've already been in. Your health is your wealth. This eclipse is also waking up people spiritually that have still been asleep in the old age of Pisces energy. So, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that we do have actually many different health crises going on at the moment. And I am multi streaming on YouTube and Rumble, so I have to be a little bit mindful of my words. But I think you guys catch my drift that there has been something in the past few years that many people did as an experiment that is going to be very highlighted over the next 6 months. And there can be health issues that come up with that big time. Also, people's immune systems are lower. And so when I say your health is your wealth, and you guys are going to be hearing me repeat this like a broken record over and over, really taking care of your health is going to be one of the most important things over the next 6 months with that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 17th and 18th. Virgo is the sign in astrology that rules details and criticism. Especially from August 28th and onwards, when Mercury is direct, people will start to see things more clearly in life. Something to watch out for is intense self-criticism. So that's one of the shadow things of Virgo. For people that are Virgos, or when we're in a Virgo season, is we can have a more of a propensity for self-criticism. And, that's the last thing that we need to be doing right now, because it's a miracle that we are alive during these times. It is a miracle that we are here. I know we are all trying our best. And when you notice there's those moments where maybe you're being really self-critical or hard on yourself, just stop, take a breath, take it easy, breathe love into that self-criticism and breathe it out, because we don't need that at these times. There's a lot that we are dealing with, and we should be very proud of ourselves for being here, for choosing to be incarnated as light workers and starseeds. So I hope you guys feel the love that I'm sending. I genuinely am so proud of all of us for standing our ground, for being in our sovereignty, for being in our empowerment during these times, and for doing our healing work. It's not easy to be a conscious person. We're not perfect by any means, but when you're on the spiritual journey, or when you're on the consciousness journey, it never turns off. And so when we have that intense self-criticism coming up, just reminding yourself of how far you've come. And look, this fly is flying around my face. So I guess the fly is also saying, be mindful of self-criticism. Okay, I also want to take a look at, before we get into the predictions for each of the 12 signs, and I'll also do a collective card reading, want to bring up the chart for what we actually call an ingress chart. So an ingress chart is for, the moment that something begins. So Sun ingressing into Virgo. This is an ingress chart of the Virgo season, and actually shows us the themes and energies that we're working with from August 22nd to September 21st during this Virgo season. So first of all, it's important to know, as I've said already, that, we're in a retrograde city, right? During this Virgo season. Mercury retrograde until August 28th, and Chiron, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto will be retrograde for the whole Virgo season starting on September 1st. So Uranus goes retrograde on September 1st, and we already have Chiron, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto retrograde. Now, with Virgo season happening with a retrograde city, we can really be noticing the details of the past coming up. Remember what I said about the sign of Virgo, you guys? It rules details and noticing everything, right? And being really nitpicky. And when we got so many planets retrograde, this is, yes, we're living in the present moment, but there's also an invitation to look back at the past, at anything we maybe haven't fully worked through, or any doors, energies that we need to close. So it's very important during this Virgo season to be honest with yourself and paying attention to what is coming up from the past that we maybe need to clean out. Virgo rules cleaning and purification, right? So this is a great Virgo season with this retrograde city of cleaning your physical body, doing a cleanse, cleaning your home, cleaning your office space of energies from the past that no longer serve us anymore, right? So, not the best Virgo season to be initiating new projects out in the world. This is more of a Virgo season of honoring our own internal process, our own health, our own daily routines, really being of service to self before we can be of service to others, right? Virgo does rule being of service to others, but if we're not taking care of our own health, being our wealth, we're not going to be able to be there for others, be of service. So you're going to hear me over the whole next, astrological month talking about your health is your wealth. Take care of your health during this Virgo season. We've also got in this ingress chart, of course, 5 heavenly bodies retrograde and Pluto, 0 degrees of Aquarius. Pluto is going to be going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives during Virgo season, Libra season, and most of Scorpio season. So even though Pluto is not in Capricorn in this ingress chart, it's right before Pluto is going back into Capricorn. Important to know that this is going to be intense. Okay, Pluto going back into Capricorn, super, super intense. And some of you guys, if you watch my content, you know how dramatic I've been sounding about Pluto going back into Capricorn. And I'm going to talk about when I do the 12 sign predictions, Pluto going into Capricorn for each of the 12 signs, because that's a part of this Virgo season. This is the death of the matrix. Okay, Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn for the last time. We will not have Pluto in Capricorn again for another 240 years. So when Pluto goes direct in August and then goes back full on into Aquarius November 18th, this is a totally new world and energy that we are stepping into. And I'm hearing spirits say that September during this Virgo season and also October during the Libra and Scorpio season are huge portals of purification, letting go of toxicity, letting go of thought patterns. Virgo is one of the signs that rules the mind, ruled by Mercury. It's very mental. It's a lot of cleansing and purification happening on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spirit. And I keep hearing spirit bring up this message of you can't be of service to others unless you're being of service to yourself. Okay. I'm getting this like very, very strong for all of us right now. You need to take care of yourself. And it's interesting how in life, let me know if this resonates with you guys, but I notice it with myself. Sometimes it's easier for me to do something for someone else than it is to do that same thing for me in my own life. So that's like a collective matrix belief that we have been holding that, we're not worthy to take care of ourselves, right? This Virgo season is going to be very much where a lot more people wake up en masse. A lot of these matrix systems are falling apart before our eyes en masse. And how we can deal with that is through Virgo, through taking care of our wealth, our health. Yes, our wealth, taking care of our health, having proper daily routines, right? And everybody's different. It doesn't mean like as soon as you wake up, you have to meditate for an hour. Okay, for some people that works. For people like me, I'm very ADHD and I need to move, I need to dance, I need to go outside. So I like chanting meditations or dancing when I first wake up or having my coffee and going outside. Doing something every day as a practice, Virgo's daily routines, is going to help us ground during these times with Pluto and Capricorn of great change and purging. And then being able to handle when there's other people in our life that are maybe, they're having their wake up out of the matrix, or, there's something, wild going on in the world. We are centered, we are grounded, we are healthy, and we will deal with it effortlessly, right? So feeling that really strong from spirit to share. Pollyann says, "Hi Meg, you were so right about this week. What a shit show. LOL." Yeah, I made that prediction with the full moon in Aquarius that it would be a total shit show. And I had an epiphany today that I'll share. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about I made a prediction about something, that something would totally be a shock and a shit show at the DNC. As I'm filming this, the DNC is not fully over, but I do think that RFK Jr.'s announcement, public conference tomorrow, is going to totally screw over the DNC. I'll talk about that more tomorrow. I'm going to do a little analyzing of his chart. So that'll come out tomorrow. Yeah, Paulina says, I always think of others first, having a hard time nurturing myself. Yes, I can definitely relate to that, Paulina. And that's something that during these times, where especially this Virgo season, is going to help us step more into also thinking about ourselves first, and that we are worthy of nurturing. We are worthy of positive routines. We are worthy of feeling good, of serving ourselves. So, yeah, Kristen May. Yes, health is wealth. That is our affirmation for these times. Definitely, definitely. So, interesting also in this ingress chart as we move into Virgo season, Mercury, the dispositor of the Virgo season, Sun in Virgo, is retrograde in Leo and in an exact trine to Chiron, the wounded healer. Now, Virgo is all about healing, but with Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, in an exact trine to Chiron, this is going to be a very healing Virgo season. And that exact trine of those two is at 23 degrees, which is an Aquarius degree, meaning for the whole collective of humanity. So Virgo is not the most exciting sign, and I don't mean to bash the Virgos, because I freaking love the Virgos out there. But I think this is actually going to be a historical Virgo season, and it's going to be healing for the whole world on a collective level, and for each of us personally, big time, big time. So doing healing work physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually is really, really good and in alignment, something for us to be doing during this time. Now, the ingress chart was today at approximately August 22nd, approximately at 10:55 a.m. Eastern time. And in this ingress chart, we have exact Venus in square to Mars. So during this Virgo season, we're also having a major test in our relationship, possible conflicts coming up in committed relationships, our values being tested. But remember, anything that's coming up as a frustration or a conflict, it is inviting us to up level. It is inviting us to heal shadow aspects to be able to move forward fearlessly. So for many of us, some of our values can change with that Venus square Mars with this Virgo season, or there could be a lot of breakups. And I'm going to talk about, when we get into the 12 sign predictions, we've got South Node is going to be conjuncting Venus during this Virgo season in Libra, Venus's home sign. So a lot of breakups of relationships and divorces that are people that are on completely different pages, I'm hearing Spirit say. So very, very interesting. And yeah, shock to our system with Sun square Uranus in this ingress chart. There will be a lot of shocks to our system, but with the moon conjunct North Node, I love that we've got the moon in conjunction to the North Node in this ingress chart. This is going to be a very empowering astrological season for the collective. The moon, yes, it represents our emotions, our divine feminine side, but can also represent the collective. So I feel like this Virgo season is a fated time. The North Node is about fate. That North Node in Aries that we've been having is empowerment and bravery and stepping into our sovereignty. And this Virgo season is going to be a big part of that. We may see military coming out more forward to the public, or the divine masculine, a rise of the divine masculine starting to really step into their power. And, you know, in the lamestream news world, the lamestream, normie world, they really try to demasculate men. And I think there's going to be a very big shift with that, with this moon conjunct North Node for the collective during this Virgo season. So love all you men out there, and it's safe for you to be strong. It's safe for you to be in your divine masculine, and we need you guys to be in that frequency, actually. Love all the men out there. So we're working through a lot during this Virgo season. This feels like a lot. We're being called to be of service to others, but also at the same time honoring ourselves. And it's a huge release time of things that no longer serve us. We've got an eclipse season happening during this Virgo and Libra season. So it is very faded, and there can be destined life changes as well happening. So with that eclipse, that full moon lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Pisces happening on September 7th, you're going to want to see where you have 25 degrees of Pisces in your chart, because that can be an area of life that there can be faded life changes and something coming to a completion point, because full moon eclipses are about completion, major completion points. Also want to mention, of course, during this Virgo season, and I know there will be lots of other news and kind of happenings and things going on, but two major things that we're aware of at the moment that will be happening during this Virgo season is tomorrow. I don't know why this is a random, where's the show? There's RFK Jr. We know that RFK Jr. is going to be making an announcement tomorrow when I'm filming this video, on Friday, August 23rd, second day of Virgo season. RFK Jr. expected to drop out of the race by the end of week, plans to endorse Trump. So either tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to do a whole video spiel on RFK Jr. And I think this is going to be a huge shift of energy for the collective once he drops out of the race and endorses Trump. It's going to really unify. It's going to bring a unification, and it's going to be very inspiring and positive for a lot of us people that are in the freedom loving community. But it's going to really trip out normies, for lack of a better term, out there. So lots of truth starting to be revealed, and RFK Jr. becoming even more popular after his announcement tomorrow. So I'll do a whole astrology video on RFK probably tomorrow, at the latest Saturday, and we'll talk about him more. So that's huge, huge development we got happening this Virgo season. And yeah, I'll bring up his charts tomorrow. And then the other thing that we know is going to be happening during this Virgo season. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you, my soul sister. We know that Trump and Harris are set for a presidential debate on ABC on September 10th. So, you know, Mercury will be direct, and Mercury enters Virgo on September 9th. So we're going to have that debate, which I haven't looked at Kamala or Trump's transits. I'll have to do that tomorrow when I do my RFK Jr. video. I'll tie that in there. Mercury will be in Virgo. So Mercury is in his home sign direct. There will be clarity and really fine-tuned details being revealed during that presidential debate. And with Pluto being back into Capricorn, that is revealing the dark side of life big time. So I think it will be in Trump's favor, but I will take a look at the transits tomorrow. But that'll also be a really big part of this Virgo season as well. Of course. Okay, so before we get into readings for each of the 12 signs for this Virgo season, let's do a collective card reading for us from the universe, from all that supports us for our highest good. What is our divine guidance as we enter this Virgo season? What is our divine guidance for this Virgo season? Woo! Okay, I'm going to pull a few different cards from a few different decks. So bear with me a moment, you guys. And this fly is like hosting the show with me today. Can you guys see this? This fly flying around? It's hilarious. Okay, we're pulling from the Trust Your Vibes deck, the Star Codes Astro deck. Whoa, okay. And the Ancient Stones deck. We got some pretty interesting cards so far. Okay, let's pull also from here. Sovereignty Soul Sam 17 says, Meg, is that eye glitter from the Jeffree box? Actually, no, this eye glitter is from Jeffree Star. Most of my makeup is Jeffree Star. But this is the Jeffree Star. It's from his wedding collection. It's the liquid, what's it called? Liquid eyeshadow, I think. Yeah, but it's not from the box. Okay. What is our divine guidance for this Virgo season? Okay, I'm feeling to pull 2 from the Ancient Stones deck. Okay. So from Trust Your Vibes, Aura Cleanse. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And Virgo rules cleansing in Western astrology. So what was I saying several times throughout this video so far? This is a highly cleansing astrological season. And look at what this person is doing in the card. They're taking a bath. Maybe they're taking a salt bath. So doing regular aura cleansing is very important during this Virgo season. For me personally, I love look at this fly on me, you guys. For me, during Virgo season, I love to do not just spiritual cleanses, not just like sound bath, energy healing, salt bath, all that stuff. I also love to do physical cleanses with herbs, or I like to do keto for cleansing. We've all got different bodies. We've all got different things that work for us. Whatever cleansing practices resonate with you, we got the Aura Cleanse card. So that's affirming, yes. And we've also got from the Astro deck, 8th house, mystery, Scorpio. 8th house also rules cleansing, but the 8th house is like real deal intense healing and cleansing modalities and revealing of the mysteries and hidden side of life. So Pluto going back into Capricorn, Pluto rules the 8th house. Huge, I'm hearing spirits say, things being revealed. Like I'm seeing dominoes, bam, 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 one after another, where if you're not doing during this Virgo season some good grounding, some good cleansing, having a good daily routine, it could knock you off your feet a little bit. And I'm hearing spirits say, like, you think you know it all. Oh, a lot of us, I know a lot of you guys that listen to my channel are into the woo kind of conspiracies and the freedom movement, like me. Like, I'm hearing spirits say, you think you know it all. We don't even know it all. There's stuff we don't even know that's going to be coming out this month where it's like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but about politicians, about people in power, about people that you thought were the good guys. Okay. So this is really interesting, intense energy. And we've also got from the Ancient Stones deck, the road is clear. The road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. And singing stones transmit your vibration, use your voice. It's going to get easier to use our voice to speak what we need to say if there's important conversations after Mercury direct, when Mercury goes direct, August 28th, and sound healing can be very beneficial during this Virgo season. And the road is clear cars, like you know what to do. And listen to your body. That's also Virgo season. Listening to your body, discernment. So just because everybody's doing, a juicing cleanse, maybe that's not the best thing for your body. Maybe there's something else that, you know what to do is best for you during these times where it's good to do a cleanse. Maybe there's a daily practice that it's good for you, but when you tell other people about it, they're like, you need to meditate as soon as you wake up, whatever the frick it is, right? Follow what resonates with you and walk it your way. And this card also makes me feel something that I've been feeling really strong today, all throughout the day today. Is like we are really, and I think I mentioned it at the beginning of this show, we should be really proud of ourselves. And it's not in an ego way. It's like how far we've come, everything we've put up with in our lives on every level. We should all be standing strong like badasses with everything we've been through, with everything we've woken up from, with everything that's been revealed. The road is clear. You know what to do. So walk it your way, right? That's also part of this age of Aquarius is screw the trendy spirituality, the trendy ways of doing things. Do what works for you, right? Whether that's physically, spiritually, be in your confidence and you should be proud of yourself. So, wow, those are powerful cards. Woo! Wowzers. Okay, hope that resonated with you guys. And now we're going to move to readings for each of the 12 signs for Virgo season 2024. And let me know in the live chat or the comments below, what is your sun, moon, rising? I always like to see everybody's sun, moon, rising if you feel like sharing that. So we're going to start with the Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. So for Aries, your ruler Mars enters Cancer on September 4th and will be there until November 4th. So, Mars is at fall in Cancer, as I said earlier. So that's can be challenging transit for the Aries and also the Scorpios that are ruled by Mars. So what have we been talking about in this video? Your health is your wealth. Okay, so Aries, with your planetary ruler Mars in its fall sign, you may be feeling more tired during this Virgo season. You may be feeling like more agitated, more repressed anger coming up. So keep doing what you're doing. Y'all are usually very physically active. So having a physical practice will be a good remedy, doing exercise for having Mars in Cancer during this Virgo season. You've got the new moon in Virgo on September 2nd happening in your 6th house. And that is a fantastic new moon happening in Virgo for you in the 6th house of Virgo to set some new intentions around your health, your routines, your day-to-day work, new work opportunities, and very good for if you want to get a new pet as well. 6th house rules pets. And the full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th is happening in your 12th house. So that's a very spiritual, creative eclipse for you. And you'll actually be feeling the influence of that for the whole next 6 months, Aries. So around that full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th, you can be getting major spiritual downloads and insights. It's very good for you to pay attention for your dreams. And over the next 6 months, really putting a focus on your spirituality and spiritual development and creativity is very much in alignment. Also, healing work. It's important to note too that the South Node will be conjunct Venus in your 7th house in a strong orb from August 29th to September 6th. So many Aries during this Virgo season may be going through breakups, maybe going through divorces, whether that is with love partners or with committed work partners or even clients. And this is very strong because we've had that South Node in Libra the whole past almost year. And now with Venus conjunct the South Node, Venus is the ruler of Libra. So this is really strong in your 7th house of Libra, of release of relationships and commitments that no longer serve you during this Virgo season. And Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn from September 1st onwards is happening in your 10th house. So Pluto in your 10th house for the very last time from September to November is a cleanse and purge of your work, your career, of mentors. Okay, some of you may be releasing jobs that don't resonate anymore. There can be something big being revealed career-wise or having to do with your parents. 10th house can be parents or long-term goals as well. So this Virgo season, I think is fantastic, Aries, for, making a new health routine around that new moon in Virgo, starting a spiritual practice if you don't already have one. And I think there's like a lot going on for you guys. It's work, it's love, it's health, it's your spirituality. So it's a lot going on, but you guys can handle it because you're the Aries ruled by Mars and you guys are badasses. So let's see, what is your astro card for this Virgo season? Ooh, Cancer, immerse. So Cancer is, all about home, family, emotions, our intuition, making sure that your home space feels good to you, because having that is a strong anchor, because there's like a lot of different things going on at the same time for you, Aries. So having a safe space in home, a clean space in home, will definitely help you to navigate these energies, and maybe doing a cleanse of if you've got an office space in your home or just your home in general can be very good this season. So love all you Aries and have a happy Virgo season. Okay, now we move to the Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Your ruler Venus enters Libra, one of her home signs, on August 29th and will be there until September 22nd. So this is very positive for the Tauruses because this is your planetary ruler in one of her home signs. So Tauruses, you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're maybe having some more abundance come in, some love, new relationships coming in. Very nice that you've got Venus in one of her home signs. And this can be a very romantic Virgo season for you, because not only is Venus the planet of love, your ruler, in one of her home signs of Virgo, but the new moon on September 2nd is happening in your fifth house. Okay, so this is romance, this is dating. There could be a new romantic suitor coming forward, Taurus, that I'm hearing Spirit say might be different from what you've gone for before. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Maybe because we've got Uranus and Taurus at the moment. So that new moon is fun, it is playful, it is romantic. You are feeling good and celebratory, and it's very creative as well. So I love that we got that new moon in the fifth house and the full moon in the 11th house. It's full moon eclipse in the 11th house. It's a light energy for the Tauruses, I think, during this Virgo season. Full moon lunar eclipse at 25 degrees Pisces is happening in your 11th house. So this can be from now and over the whole next 6-month period an ending to, friendships that don't serve you anymore, group associations, long-term goals and visions that you've been holding. But it's also illuminating what your true friendships are, what your true group associations are, and the hopes and dreams and wishes that are in alignment for you to keep holding as we step forward into the age of Aquarius. So, eclipse in your 11th house is like very futuristic, new things coming forward in all avenues of life over the next 6-month period. Pluto will be back in Capricorn for the very last time in our lives from September to November. And this is in your 9th house. So this can be a big purge with Pluto and Capricorn of beliefs that don't serve you, teachers, mentors, gurus. Some of you may be doing foreign travel around this time in this Virgo season that can be very revealing to you. You can be learning like secrets about yourself or the history of the world. It's in the sign of Capricorn. Can be learning some very important things actually through travels during this Virgo season. And very good time for you to be meditating, for you to be doing spiritual practices with Pluto retrograde in your 9th house during this time. So I actually really like the energy of this Virgo season for Tauruses. It's light, it's fun, it's not too heavy. So Tauruses, it's been a little bit of a shit show with Uranus and Taurus since 2018. So enjoy this Virgo season. And let's see what your astro card is for Virgo season. for all our Taurus bulls. Granddaddy Saturn, structure. Okay, so where do you need more structure in life? Where do you need more commitments? And I'm feeling like many Tauruses will start a new relationship. Many Tauruses will be very inspired and feeling good and feeling playful and feeling fun, but it's important to have some sense of structure. Okay, Granddaddy Saturn, remember discipline, structure, day-to-day routines is still important as we're in this Virgo season. And we do have, Pluto right on your midheaven, which is ruled by Saturn, the start of your 10th house. So a lot of up leveling as well can be happening for Tauruses professionally. And I'm hearing Spirit say be open to the opportunities, okay, work wise, professionally, in the structures and systems of life for you. And I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way. All you Tauruses have a very happy Virgo season. Sovereign Soul Sam says, thank fuck. Yeah, it's been a little crazy for the Tauruses lately, so it's nice to get a good horoscope like that. Okay, awesome. Next, we move to the Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings. We've got your ruler, Mercury retrograde until August 28th. He enters Virgo on September 8th. So it'll be very good news when you've got Mercury direct, your ruler, and it'll feel really good for the Geminis when he enters his other home sign, other than Gemini Virgo, on September 8th. Very positive. We've got a new moon in Virgo on September 2nd in your fourth house. So that's a very positive new moon for you Geminis to set new intentions around home, family, emotional healing, anything having to do with your emotions, your home environment, property, real estate. Something new could be revealed about your ancestors or your familial connections. And it's actually good for you around the time of that new moon to maybe do some cleaning of the home. Virgo is cleaning in the fourth house of the home. That can really lighten the energy. Feng Shui, if you've ever done Feng Shui before, and make space for some very positive new energy and opportunities coming forward. We then got the full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th happening in your 10th house. So during that eclipse season and for the whole next 6-month period, there can be a completion. Full moons are about completion of a career or work commitment that you've had. Pisces, the sign of that eclipse, deals with sacrifice. So Geminis, have you been like over sacrificing yourself in work, or have you been being too selfless to a point where you're overextending your energy? I'm feeling that for some of you guys. So be honest with yourselves about that, but it's also illuminating your career and your long-term goals and what you really want to be doing. So, Pisces eclipse in your 10th house can be inspiring a lot of you Geminis to step into healing arts careers, spiritual arts careers moving forward as well. And we've got Pluto back in Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November in your 8th house. Dun, dun, dun. So Geminis, it's a little bit more on the intense side for you. Okay, full moon eclipse in the 10th house, that's an angular house, and then Pluto back in Scorpio. Things are being revealed to you. Big secrets are being revealed to you that may be uncomfortable or shocking, but it's helping you on your soul's development. It's helping you on your empowerment journey. And it might have to do with work, career, the field that you work in, or your parents or older people in your life, all ruled by Capricorn. So sending lots of cosmic love your way to our Gemmies out there. And let's see what your astro card is for this Virgo season. What have we got? Neptune, vision. Okay, and that's interesting because I said that, with that full moon eclipse in Pisces, ruled by Neptune in astrology, Many of you will be feeling very inspired over the next 6-month period to step more into your spirituality, your higher vision, possibly spiritual careers or healing arts careers. And this is like you are being divinely protected, and it's quite an auspicious, spiritual, creative Virgo season for all y'all Gemini. So pay attention to what is coming up, and I'm sending lots and lots of cosmic love your way. Okay, next we move to the Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings. It's important to know, Cancers, that eclipse season is coming. And eclipses involve, of course, the sun and the moon is your planetary ruler. So when we've got eclipse seasons, this can be very, very intense for the Cancers. Some of you may be feeling really energized. Some of you may be feeling really tired. It's different from Cancer to Cancer, but it's a very intense energy when we have eclipse seasons because they involve your planetary ruler, the moon. So not overbooking yourself, not overdoing it with that eclipse season from September 17th to October 2nd. Very important for you to be aware of. You've got a new moon on September 2nd in your third house. So very good new moon for setting new intentions having to do with your local community, how you communicate, social media, friends, siblings, cousins, courses, what you're learning, short distance travel as well. And a full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th in your ninth house. So that is a time of release with that full moon eclipse on the 17th, but also for the whole next 6-month period around beliefs, spiritual teachers, and practices that no longer serve you. But also, it's illuminating to you new ways of doing things spiritually, metaphysically, that are on your highest course, I'm hearing Spirit say. So this is a very magical time for the Cancers. You've got very powerful transits happening at the moment overall. We've also got Pluto going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives in your 7th house from September to November. So this can be the ending. Pluto can be ending and revealing, having to do with committed relationships in love and work. Some breakups, some divorces can possibly be happening. But if you're in relationships that do serve you for your highest good, it is things being revealed and major healing happening in your relationships and commitments to yourself as well. So lots going on for you, Cancers. Let's see what your astro card is for this Virgo season. 10th house, authority, right? So in your 10th house, you've got the North Node, you've got Neptune conjunct the midheaven right now. And it feels like work is not necessarily the total focus, okay? Your relationships are definitely a focus at this time. Your beliefs are a focus, your spirituality, but all of those things being in alignment, I'm hearing Spirit say, help to have a successful career, help to attract very positive opportunities. Every aspect of our life not reflects, affects the other aspects, right? So if you're trying to be an entrepreneur and own your own business and you're a Cancer, but then you've got a partner that's like completely uninspired and is actually a complete energy drained and a little bit of a loser, just put it in a very Scorpio direct way. That's as far as you're manifesting. That's as far as you're up leveling, right? So sometimes we need to let things go to up level. And you guys are going to be doing very important things professionally and having to do with your legacy moving forward. So remembering all the other areas of your life affect how far you achieve 10th house in work, in your legacy, in your long-term goals. So hope that resonates, and I'm sending lots of love to you Cancers out there. Now we go to our lovely, sunny, shiny Leo, sun, moon, and risings. Have we got any Leos in the chat? Okay, Leo, similar to what I just said to the Cancers, eclipse season is incoming. And eclipses, of course, have to do with the sun and the moon. The sun is your planetary ruler. So don't overextend yourself, don't overbook yourself during eclipse season from September 17th to October 2nd, because you can really, really be feeling it. And there can be very fated life events and changes, happenings going on for you at that time. New moon eclipse, or not new moon eclipse, new moon in Virgo on September 2nd, happening in your second house. This is a great new moon for setting intentions around your income, your day-to-day work, Virgo, and how you make your income through that. Is it in alignment with your values? Are you in the pleasures and enjoyments of life? So that can be a really feel-good new moon for you guys, where you're feeling very inspired to work, maybe have a new income stream, maybe step into the healing arts because it's Virgo. Some of you Leos may be shifting jobs at this time, or an income stream. Full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th is in your 8th house. Wowzers. So from that eclipse season with that full moon eclipse in Pisces in your 8th house, and the whole next 6-month period, this is a major ending and purging. Okay, the 8th house is death, transformation, the hidden side of life, and shared money. So Leos, now and over the next 6-month period, some of you can be receiving like returns on investment, inheritances. Some of you may be going through actually like the death of a loved one, or a huge, ginormous life transformation. So I'm sending lots of love to you all, because those are not easy things to have to deal with. We've also got Pluto going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November in your 6th house. So I love Pluto in the 6th house. I love that for any kind of healing work, any kind of detox and cleansing. Can be the end of a work or career, because of course Pluto in Capricorn has to do with work. In the 6th house is our day-to-day work and routines. So Leos, I'm hearing for you, be open to the major endings that are taking place, because they are bringing you into a bright direction, but they may be feeling highly uncomfortable and weird for some of you. That'll vary Leo to Leo. So, wow, full moon eclipse in your 8th house. You guys are going through a transformation. Your intuition is also going to be on fire at this time. What is your astrology card for this Virgo season? Vesta, the asteroid most associated with Virgo, Hearth. So, wow, really tune in to the energy of this Virgo season. You might want to rewind and listen again to everything that I just said. This is a very powerful and fated time for you of empowerment, of release, of being of service to yourself so you can be of service to others. So the beautiful asteroid goddess Vesta is with you all. And Vesta also has to do with our home environment. So, making sure your home is in a good place, clean, clear, to be open and work with the energies of this Virgo season. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love to all you Leos. Love you guys so much, and happy belated birthdays. Virgos, you're the stars of the show. Okay. How is it going over there, out there, over there? Like you guys are all in my room with me. Okay. Love you guys so much, and happy birthday. Happy solar returns. Virgo, sun, moon, and risings. We've got your ruler Mercury retrograde until August 28th, and then going direct. Yay, Mercury direct on August 28th. And Mercury is going to enter Virgo on September 8th. So you'll have your ruling planet in his home sign, which is very, very positive for most of the Virgo season. Then we're going to have a new moon in Virgo in your sign on September 2nd, in your first house. So this is a very empowering new moon for all you Virgos out there. Fantastic for setting intentions around your health, your day-to-day work, your identity, okay, and your foundations of life, and being even more stepped into your confidence of who you truly are. Full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th is happening in your seventh house. So that's a full moon eclipse. It's about endings, completion, also illumination of whatever area of life it is happening in. So, September 17th and around that eclipse season, and for the whole next 6-month period, this can be an ending portal of committed relationships for you, of, I'm hearing spirit say, having to take care of someone who's been sick. Some of you Virgos have maybe been taking care of someone who's sick. Pisces can deal with healing institutions, hospitals, sick people. So you're letting go of some heaviness having to do with other people, your commitments in life, to be able to move forward with that eclipse. Very, very powerful. It's also happening at an angular house, so you'll be feeling it very strong. And then we've got Pluto going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November in your fifth house. Okay. So that can be really bringing up inner child healing and wounds that need to be brought to the surface. But you're also feeling very empowered and creative to shine in your gifts professionally and work wise, and maybe bring some more creativity into your work, into your goals, into your legacy. So, wow, lots going on for the Virgos during this Virgo season. Let's see what your astrology card is for this magical time for you. Okay, we've got two. We've got two cards for the Virgos. Wow. Iman Koli root, which is the I see is the bottom of the astrological chart, the very bottom, and Saturn, Granddaddy Saturn. Interesting. So this is like your work, your day-to-day work is very, very highlighted. And I feel like a lot of you Virgos are up leveling in your career, or you're stepping into greater levels of responsibility where, Saturn is out in the world. It's the top of the chart, the 10th house, and the IC is the bottom of the chart, the fourth house. So that balance between work, career, being of service, and our own healing journey. Okay. So this Virgo season is very powerful overall, and you can be having major healing breakthroughs that you then bring forward into your outer expression, into your outer professional life. So having the balance between the inner and outer world during this time. Very, very important. So love you, Virgos, and sending lots of love your way. Okay, Libra, Libra, Libras. We've got your ruler Venus entering your sign on August 29th, and will be there until September 22nd. So that's fantastic for you guys. You're feeling good. You're looking good and sexy. You're feeling it's great when we've got our planetary ruler in our home sign. And I feel like it's especially great for the Tauruses and Libras because you're ruled by Venus, the planet of love and the comforts of life. So it can feel really, really good for you actually during this Virgo season. New moon on September 2nd is happening in your 12th house. This is a fantastic new moon, Libras, for creating a new spiritual or creative routine. Virgo is routines. 12th house is behind the scenes, spirituality, creativity. So maybe a new meditation practice, maybe a new yoga practice. Maybe you're going on a spiritual retreat around that time or during this Virgo season. Those things are very in alignment. And paying a close attention to your dreams around that new moon. Full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th is happening in your seventh house. Sorry, full moon lunar eclipse is in your sixth house, not your seventh house. So that is your house. That is the Virgo ruled areas of life. Okay. So during that eclipse season with that full moon lunar eclipse, and for the whole next 6 month period, it's actually very in alignment for you to be doing physical cleansing, to be being honest with yourself about your day-to-day work and routines and what needs to be let go and cleansed out. But that can also be a very empowering eclipse season for you because it's happening in your sign's home house. So that is very, very powerful. And we've also got, wait, am I talking properly? I'm not. Yeah, I'm talking properly. Sorry, I just got confused, you guys. Mercury retrograde. Also, Pluto back in Capricorn for the last time in our lives in your fourth house from September to November. So that can be intense period for your home, for your family, for your emotional well-being. This is Colleen is saying major decluttering. Yeah, you guys are going through decluttering, cleansing, detox on the subconscious levels, on the emotional, familial levels. So Libras, if you need to, I'm happy that you've got Venus in your sign, your ruler is where she likes to be. You're going to be feeling strong and empowered to move through a lot of these energies where you are working through a lot at this time. So, wow, very, very powerful stuff. Let's see what your astrology card is for this Virgo season. Capricorn. We've got Saturn came up twice, and now we've got Capricorn. So this is like a message for us all that being in our responsibility, working hard during this Virgo season is very much in alignment. So Capricorn, similar to what I was saying for the Virgos, or what was that other sign? Was it the Virgos or the Leo? I'm having a brain fart, but I'm feeling that similar message of every area of your life affects all the other areas. So if your work isn't going that well, could that be because there's another area of life maybe affecting it? Your health, your emotions, your mental health, your love life. You are here to achieve great things during this Virgo season and moving forward and making sure that you don't have like toxic energies around you, making sure that you're not spiritual bypassing and not wanting to face some ancestral issues or some, weird behavioral patterns or addictions that maybe need some healing at this time. So the Capricorn energy is with you guys strong, which is a really, really good one to have. So sending lots of cosmic love your way, Libras. And let's move on to the Scorpios. So Scorpios, you've got your traditional planetary ruler Mars enters the sign of Cancer on September 4th and will be there until November 4th. So similar to what I said for the Aries earlier, it is a little bit challenging because Mars doesn't like to be in Cancer. So you could be having a little bit more of a propensity for mood swings, for moodiness, for feeling physically tired. A really good astrological remedy for this, though, is physical exercise and movement can help you best go through that Mars and Cancer transit. We've got the new moon on September 2nd in your 11th house. That's a fantastic new moon for setting intentions around friendship, like-minded community, your long-term goals and wishes for the future. The 11th house rules the long-term future vision. So that is a badass new moon to be putting your intentions out, Scorpio. And we're going to have full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th in your fifth house. So during that eclipse season and for the whole next 6 month period, because lunar eclipses have an effect for the whole next 6 month period, you are completing, or actually you can be going through healing having to do with children in your life or your inner child. Some of you may be thinking about having kids or becoming pregnant if you're a female Scorpio, but that's actually really creative. Full moon and Pisces eclipse in your fifth house. Pisces in the fifth house are both very creative, so great for creative projects, creative inspiration for now and the whole next 6 month period. And inner child work can actually be very good. Pluto goes back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November and is in your third house. So this is some major healing that can be coming up or revealing. Taking a little smell of my oils, excuse me for a moment. Having to do with friends, siblings, your local community. Okay, so there's like something big being revealed or cleansed in your local environment. Paying attention to your local environment and neighborhood is in alignment at this time, and working with whatever is coming up in that area for sure. Very, very interesting. And you can be changing the way that you are communicating. Pluto in the third house. Maybe you start to communicate in a more empowered way, feeling the inspiration of that. So let's see what your astro card is for this Virgo season. Pluto for the Scorpios, and you're ruled by Pluto. So yes, of course, Pluto retrograde back in Capricorn for the last time is very intense for the Scorpio. So with Mars in Cancer, fall sign, and your other ruler, Pluto, retrograde in Capricorn for the last time, you can be feeling very, very intense. Have outlets for the intensity that you are feeling creatively, emotionally, spiritually. Self-care, because you can be really, really feeling it, but you can also be working with those intense energies very strongly to manifest, to transform, to make some life changes. So hope that resonates for you, Scorpios. Ooh, we got the Pluto card. I'm a Scorpio. So cool. Love you guys and happy Virgo season. Okay, Saggy Waggies, we've got the new moon on September 2nd in your 10th house during this Virgo season. That's a fantastic new moon for setting intentions around your long-term goals in work. This new moon is in the sign of Virgo, one of the work signs, in the 10th house of Capricorn, another work sign. So focusing on your work, your career, long-term goals, and legacy in your intentions is great. Full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th is happening in your fourth house. So you can be feeling, wow, quite emotional with that full moon in Pisces in your fourth house, that eclipse, lunar eclipse. During the eclipse season and for the next 6 months, this can be a really big emotional clearing and cleansing. You're going through healing in your family and in your home environment. So emotionally, you can be really all up in your feels, but there's very powerful healing work going on with your home, with your family, even on the ancestral level. Doing ancestral healing work can be great with full moon lunar eclipse in the fourth house. And Pluto going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives is in your second house. So, Pluto is revealing for the last time in your second house income streams that are empowering for you, can be transformation in your values, in your day-to-day work, and in your pleasures and enjoyments of life as well. So that's quite empowering, Pluto in your second house. Okay, Saggies, let's see what your astro card is for this Virgo season. Uranus, change. That's interesting. Changes, as David Bowie says. So there's big changes taking place this Virgo season that may be unexpected and out of the blue. Be open to the unexpected and expect the unexpected when you've got the Uranus card, and be open to different ways of doing things from what you have planned before. So I'm sending lots of love your way, Saggies. Happy Virgo season. Capricorn, sun, moon, and risings. This Virgo season, we've got new moon in Virgo on September 2nd in your 9th house. So that is a fantastic new moon for creating a new spiritual or metaphysical daily practice. Virgo is our daily practices. The 9th house is spiritual, metaphysical, our higher consciousness, meditation. So I think it's great around that new moon to be doing meditation. You could also maybe be starting a new course or study for something related to your work that you're doing now or work that you want to step into. So pay attention to courses and workshops that are coming up. We've also got full moon lunar eclipse on September 17th happening in the sign of Pisces in your third house. So this could be, the ending of having to deal with possibly like a sick friend or family member or someone in your local community that you've maybe been having to take care of that makes a recovery, or you don't have to deal with taking care of them anymore. It's also things being revealed around your local community and the relationship that you have in your local community. And if you don't already know spiritual people like-minded around you, that can actually start popping up during this eclipse season and for the whole next 6-month period. Pluto back in Capricorn for the last time in our lives in your first house from September to November. Hang in there, Capricorns. I know it's been very, very intense. This is the last of Pluto in Capricorn. And then we're going to have a party. I'm going to do a live stream. We're going to do a live party when Pluto is out of our sign. So again, with Pluto and Capricorn, can be big life changes, transformations, things being revealed. But I feel like we're past the worst of it now. It has not been easy for the Capricorns the past 15 years. And you guys should all be very, very proud of yourself. Let's go into this last bit of Pluto and Capricorn like, okay, Pluto, show me what you got. Show me how you want to help me up level, how you want to help me transform. Let's see what you got. Let's not be scared of it. Let's see what it has to offer us. Okay, now Capricorns, what is your astrology card for this Virgo season? Libra, balance. Ooh, balance, balance, balance. Committed relationship, love life is going to be highlighted, and your values. Okay, so we do have Venus in Libra during this for most of this Virgo season. So some of these big transformations and things being revealed, maybe it has to do with relationships. And if you're not already in a love relationship, that can be coming forward very soon with this card. So that is exciting. Venus is a good card. Sorry, Libra is a good card. It's all about our commitments and relationships and balance. So we're bringing in some balance with this Virgo season. Great. Okay, next we move to the Aquarius. Aquarius. How are you guys doing? Pluto 0 degrees Aquarius retrograde. Wow, probably a very trippy time for a lot of you guys. We've got your ruling planet Uranus going retrograde on September 1st and will be until January 30th, 2025. So things can be feeling weird and trippy, and you can be feeling that Uranian influence even stronger with your planetary ruler retrograde starting on September 1st all the way till January 2025. There is a sense of taking a step back, reviewing and reflection on your identity, the foundations of your life, where you are at, how far you've come. We've got new moon in Virgo on September 2nd in your 8th house. This is a fantastic new moon for focusing on investments, hidden money, merging your resources with another, sex, committed relationships, calling in a soulmate, doing some tantra, also opening psychic abilities, setting intentions around any of those 8th house scorpionic things are very in alignment with that new moon for you. And we've got full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 17th happening in your second house. So with that eclipse and over the next 6-month period, there can be the ending of an income stream that you have had up until this point. And new ones are going to be coming forward, okay? So checking in with the income stream that you have with that eclipse in your second house, is it in alignment with your values? Or is it not? Because if it's not, it could likely be, I'm hearing spirit saying it's a very Piscean word, washed away, cleansed away. Okay, so there's big changes with how you make income, the day-to-day work that you have, and also your values. Okay, second house is our values. Pluto going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November is in your 12th house. So, with Uranus, your ruler retrograde, Pluto going back into Capricorn in your 12th house, make time for real deal healing work and self reflection from the very subconscious levels. And you can actually have some huge healing breakthroughs moving forward. So, we got Pluto in Aquarius starting full steam ahead in November for the whole next 20 years. This is like a time to prepare yourself for what is to come, because Aquarians, you are going to be the leaders and the way showers moving forward. So maybe doing healing work around your self-worth, right? With that full moon eclipse in your second house, around maybe beliefs that you have that you're not worthy. You guys are totally worthy. You're the way showers of the age of Aquarius. So love you guys so much. And let's see what your astro card is for this Virgo season. Aquarians. We've got Vesta again. One of the other signs got Vesta as well. That's so interesting. So Vesta is very associated with the sign of Virgo and is an asteroid about the home, the hearth, our wellness. So making sure that your home space is cleansed and clear and pure to have as a nice safe base for these very big changes and transformations that are taking place for you at this time. And there's blessings that are coming forward having to do with family, home, and your hearth. So you've got the beautiful asteroid goddess Vesta with all of you Aquarians. Love it. Last but not least, our magical Pisces out there. Pisces, this is a big Virgo season for you. We're going to have that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 17th in your first house. So when we've got an eclipse in our sign, wow, this can be, huge life changes, destiny, fate. So really paying attention to the time around 17th of September and this eclipse season, what is coming up for you, because the universe is really bringing lots of signs, lots of synchronicity, lots of divine support to up level you. We've also got that new moon in Virgo on September 2nd happening in your 7th house. So that's a fantastic new moon to set intentions around love, marriage, your commitments, committed relationship, in love, work, and with clients, and your aesthetic. Maybe there's a new aesthetic that you want to try, Pisces. And how we present ourselves does have a difference on what we manifest out in the world and how we experience the world. Pluto is going back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives from September to November in your 11th house. So there can be some things being revealed around your future goals and aspirations, your friends, your communities that you're connected to, and maybe there's a letting go, or might even be, and I don't like to say this, there could be like the death of a friend or someone in your like-minded community. Major transformation happening in those Aquarian areas with Pluto going back into the 11th house for the very last time. So big Virgo season for you guys. You've got full moon lunar eclipse in your sign. The eclipses are starting to move into Pisces and Virgo. So Pisces, get ready for some big life changes over the next couple of years with eclipses in your sign. Let's see what your astrology card is for this Virgo season. We've got the Cancer card again. So we've gotten Vesta twice, Cancer twice, and this is all about the home and the hearth and your emotions. You can be feeling, and I actually forgot to mention that, you can be feeling more emotional than usual with an eclipse in your sign. So if you're crying more than usual, if you're feeling more sensitive, Cancer energies, totally normal. We're in an eclipse season. Make time for a lot of good self-care, Cancerian self-care, salt baths, energy healing, therapy, spiritual psychotherapy, therapy can be very good allies during this time of fate. Okay, eclipses in our signs are some of the most fated times in our lives. So, wow, we've gone through each of the 12 signs and a collective reading for us for this Virgo season 2024. I hope you guys all enjoyed this show today. And thank you so much for joining me in the live chat, live, or in the replay. I'm wishing you all the most magical Virgo season ever. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And again, my husband Jens and I are doing our Canada Soul Family Weekend Retreat from Friday, September 27th to Monday, September 30th, 2024, coming up next month. So if you'd like to join Jens and I, and we've already got a bunch of people signed up for a long weekend of ceremony, meditation, live lectures, ecstatic dance, sound healing, all kinds of fun stuff. And, once in a lifetime experiences, it's going to be during the autumn equinox portal and eclipse season. Go to my website, megmoonbeam.com, to go check that out. I've also got my astrology readings are available at the link in the description box of this video. And what else? If you really enjoy this comment, please remember to leave a comment below. It helps the channel's growth. And if you really, really enjoy this content, I've got my PayPal tip jar in the comments or description below as well. You can buy me a coffee, send me a little tip. It helps me continue to do videos on this channel. So I love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy birthday to all the Virgos and happy Virgo season 2024. Let's have a kick-ass Virgo season. Love you all. Bye, everyone.